Alright you guys, would you just look at this? We have finally gotten our new door and we are ready to start a new adventure in this new house, and I am ready to never be bothered by anyone ever again. Plus it is a beautiful day outside and I am just here enjoying life right now. And what in the world would that be? You have got to be kidding me. Is that another Steve? If it is, I am going to end all of it right now. Please come on, it cannot be another Steve. My heart is not ready for this. I cannot take this. Not right now. My beautiful new home is already on the verge of destruction just because there is a new Steve in town. What do you want, Steve? You are probably just some other noob who is here to ruin my day, are you not? Wait, what are you going to do? And where did you come from? Come on man, just tell me where you came from and I will walk you right back there and we can just forget about all of this and you can go back home. No, please do not touch my windows, I just got them installed. Please Steve, I am begging you to not do this. And no, oh my god, my beautiful windows, why are you doing this? It is not customary to just go on around and about destroying people their property. Come on man, there is a code for that. This is not how we work things out around here. No, come on dude, stop it right now, you little pathetic piece of filth. Stop it right there and leave me the heck alone right now. Come on man, shoot out of here. There is no place for you in my little condo right here. My god, I cannot believe that this is happening right now. Just right after we have been through a lot already and now we're just back with this. This is just something straight out of some cheesy or corny little comedy show on the tube. And I am the guy who always keeps getting bamboozled for no reason whatsoever. I cannot believe that this keeps happening to me every time. Wait a second, what is going on there? Get away from my door, you little poop. Come back here and I will finish what I should have done in the first place. Man, why does this keep happening to me? I have done nothing wrong now, did I? I mean, I have not done anything wrong in a pretty long time, to be honest with you. That is the cave where this little piece of dirt came out of, and I will make sure that no one will ever come out of that thing again. But hey guys, my name is SubZeroExtabyte, and as you have already seen, we have run into a little bit of a hiccup again. Now of course that is nothing new to us, so I am just going to cut right to the chase and I am going to tell you what is going on. So I have got myself a new condo today. I have restored all of it a little bit with some touch-up work, and now we at least do not have any homicidal maniac living in front of me. But of course we are getting plagued by some noob again and again and again. It is just the same old that we always had problems with, and the problem is showing itself again. And right now I am going to arm myself to the bone to make sure that no one will ever touch this house again. It will be pretty hard to do, but once I have got it all put together it will be all worth it, and I can go around looking for actual fun stuff to do instead of just moving all day and every day of my entire life because of the actions of people like that Steve noob that just dropped by. So I am going to start with all of these tools that I handpicked for this specific job just back there, and I am going to be installing some pressure plates who will let me know that there is someone out here sneaking around and about. And if there is one thing that I do not like, then it will be getting caught in the back with my eyes looking the other way, which would be pretty normal when someone is coming around from the back. But you know, that is all just metaphorically speaking. But these things will allow me to see that there is an intruder coming in hot, because there will be a light that will start burning once someone has set foot on one of the pressure plates. This is just one of the most ingenious ways to keep some out in like ever. I mean that there is not much that actually could be going wrong, but of course I will be taking the good with the bad in this equation. And right now the pros outweigh the cons of building something like this, especially when the cons are just the hard work and the payment stuff. So I think I am just going to be arming the whole perimeter of the house with traps like this, so that I will always know where my enemies are coming from no matter what. And it is not like some meathead from the gym will be coming over or anything, because a guy like those guys would just step on a bear trap and just take it off of their legs and respring it again for some other people who I have been missing because I lost my house in the very unfortunate thing that has happened to it. I mean, there are a lot of things to blame for it, but I do not really think that me walking over it is any problem at all right now. But right now I will have to make some more of these lamps, and then when I am done back there I will be holding angles with an AWP, or I will be going impressive style and add a lot of things in to just make it look like I am doing something, but am actually not doing anything except for a lot of things that no one really wants to see anyway. So with all of that said, I am going to make some more things ready for the fortification of my new house, and it will be a fort, I can tell you that much. There will be no one standing in front of this house anymore for like ever. So without further ado, I am going to build this thing like it was built to hold back the Allies on Normandy, and even though that wall did not hold, that wall did actually hold. I mean, it was a big day back then. But the only reason why the Allies won the day was because they had the Americans and the Canadians coming from the back. And right now I do not think that this little Steve noob guy is coming in with a whole ordeal of paratroopers just to fool around with me and my new beautiful house that I built from scratch actually. So I am not going to be building a new one. I will be making sure that no one will ever be able to fool around with my house again, and therefore I will have to do a lot of things to make sure that all of this is going to be bulletproof for once another noob comes back. And trust me on this one, they always end up coming back. So prepare yourselves because the winter is coming and I am sitting on the Iron Throne right about now. But I am telling you guys that all of this is just going to be perfect. And even though I am not specifically one of the best with redstone or actually anything that is too specific in Minecraft, I think that my traps will hold up against some noobs who know even less about this game than me. So they will probably not even notice that these things are pressure plates and that they could just as well be blown up by standing on them. But no, I will not be that harsh. I will just put that light in there so that they will get distracted by the lights and they will probably not even think anything of it. So with all of that said, I think that we might be able to just go on to the next plan in my arsenal. And I am telling you guys that there is always another plan in my arsenal. So that is the only reason why I have not yet given up the fact that I want to live in the Minecraft world for the rest of my natural born life. I am going to be the one that knocks. I will be the danger, and I will never be scared of one of those filthy noobs for the rest of my life, and that is a promise that I am going to be keeping for good. Now you might be asking, well Sub, what are you doing next to this cave? Well, it looked like this was the cave where the noob came out of when he first got into this world. So I am going to be setting a little nice booby trap with a little Indiana Jones style twist to it, because I will be laying a little trap wire right here on the ground, and then with a nice little redstone trail that will lead right to some dispenser on top, and those dispenser will be shooting arrows in the back of anyone who dares to walk out of this cave. So once someone is stupid enough to trample over the tripwire, I will be the one having the last laugh, because at first sight they will probably think nothing of it, but then when they look back I will be the one who shoots them in the back with a nice salvo of 3 perfectly aligned arrows that will haunt them for days. Not literally, but maybe once they get hit and they will get a wound. You know, without the right medical attention the wound will probably start to go infecting, and then they will have to suffer even longer because of me. And now of course I do know that all of this might sound a little harsh to begin with, but I just want you to start thinking back a little bit. Just make a little compilation in your head. Just a quick compilation of all of the times that some noob kid came into my Minecraft world and just messed all of my stuff up. And by that I do not even mean blowing up my house and all of that stuff. There has just been too much damage done to me and my houses throughout the last couple of weeks, and I am just so done with it at this point that I am willing to do anything in my power to keep these little noobs away from my house so that I can live around this place in peace. And if you do not know why I come here, well then let me tell you why I come here in the first place. It is all about getting some peace of mind down here. In the countryside it is just me and the wind and the green grass. There is nothing but peace. But then once every while there will be this little poophead of a noob who thinks that he can just come up to my house and destroy the peace. This might become a little annoying though, because it will be taking a lot of work to get finished. I mean, we need to make all of these trap things. Now of course we all know that sometimes we get annoyed in this game, right? I mean, we all have our differences and usually they are only short lasting and they never really get that much out of hand, right? Well, today is the day that I snapped. I am just done with it right now. Again and again I keep having these people finding out where I live and it is just driving me nuts. Now I have already tried training them in order to make them respect me and know a thing or two about the game. Now that did not work at all, because that literally just blew up in my face. But with these TNT traps I would not mind that. Then I have gone the complete other way around and I just started planting traps everywhere, which again just ended up blowing up in my face, taking my house with them. Then I give the training another shot, which did not work at all. And then after that everything got pretty calm again. But then people started stealing out of my chest, and that is when I went into full defense mode again and I started hiding the TNT in trees. Well, I do no longer stand for anything like that. So I will be making this my personal mission to keep these guys out, and I will be the one to do it right now. At this exact moment I am willing to go through the dirty work by building the booby traps myself so that I can make sure that they are all set up just right. And with that said, I think that we are actually almost done with this one, but just hold on, because once I am done with these, I am ready to go construct my ultimate plan of extreme death. Yeah, I know that I might still have to work on that name a little bit, but that should be alright. So like I said, right now I am willing to do all of this myself with just a little bit of redstone knowledge and a whole lot of elbow grease. And that is of course a metaphor, but like I said, this is something that I will have to do to save my sanity, and I am the one who is going insane, so if I want to be the one to save it, then I have got to be the one who does all of that as of right now. And we should be right about done right now. And it is looking darn fine, my dear boys and girls. It is looking rather darn fine. I mean, come on, there is no way that a noob will suspect anything of this to be some kind of foul play. But with that said, we are back at the house right now. My house, of course. I do not think that I even have to make that clear to you right now. But it is time to launch Operation Death to the Family. And yes, I have stolen that name from a Batman comic. But that is alright, because right now the project that I am starting will be something else. This will actually be something that the Joker would install in his own home just to mess with the people around home. And right now I cannot blame him for doing that. I mean, these guys, and by guys I mean the noobs, have been messing with me for way too long, and I am just done with it. So if you think that this plan of mine might be a little too radical, then I would like to hear your opinion, but I am doing it anyway because it is my home world and I can do with it whatever I want, and I want this to happen. So basically what I am going to do right now is set up a booby trap underneath of the tree. Yes, like I said, this is something that sounds really strange, but this is also just something that has to be done right now, and I am going to go through with it no matter what. So what I mean by booby trapping a tree, I mean, I have already booby-trapped the outside perimeter, but that is not enough for me right now. I am going to make sure that there will be nothing that can stop me from getting rid of this new plague, and I am going to rig the tree with explosives to prove that point that I am making right here. So once someone opens these pathways, well, let's just say that that person will be in for a big surprise, because they will be having no clue about what is going on once they hear the hissing noise and they are just scrambling around inside of the chest. And let me tell you that most noob thieves will have no idea what that hissing noise might even be. But let me just tell you this, that hissing noise is from a snake, and that snake is not just a snake, and it is not just a hiss, it is more of a rattle. And I am the rattlesnake saying, do not thread on me, because if you thread on me, I will be taking a bite, and I am going to enjoy it. So since all of the traps have been set, now it is just time to wait for the bait to come in and take a bite out of what I will call my shiny red apple. And let me tell you that this apple is rigged with more than just a little poison, my dear friends. So we shall light this place up like a Walmart on Black Friday. And please tell me that this thing is gone when I look. I almost do not dare to look. I am so done if this does not work. And look at that, it did not work. I put that attic full with explosives. There was no space left to put any. I even end up with 2 explosives that did not go off. That is a load of bull if you ask me. This is one way to make me mad. You know that I am trying my best out here and this thing is not working the way it is supposed to. So next tactic, sub. Come on, pull it out from in your square brain. The only way this will work is if we get the right distance between every single piece of explosive. Not a constant length between every explosive, but they all have to be set right to each other, so none end up blowing away without actually blowing anything up. And so no explosives remain untouched. They all need to blow, and they all need to do it coordinated enough to make the explosion feel like one cohesive effort, not unlike the other things we have tried. Now if all these distances between the explosives are set properly, we will end up going to the next level. If not, we will end up doing this one again without knowing what to even do to actually make this house go kaboom. Right now I kind of feel like that one guy that is an explosive expert in that old cartoon. What was it called? Atlantis. Right, that was it. He also kept saying kaboom. He said something like, kaboom, problem is gone. Good times. So let's light up the middle one, and fly to safety. No harm shall be done to me, only to the empty wither shell. I swear, the worst part is the suspense, like the time between when the TNT is about to explode, and where the smoke clears is so long. It eats away my insides, man. That is unheard of. Now let's hope that they will never be coming back here ever again, nor his friends or whatever. So I am going to start with all of these tools that I handpicked for the specific job just back there. And I am going to be installing some more traps and fences and stuff. You know, just some more security stuff, I guess that you would call it. And if there is one thing that I do not like, then it will be getting caught in the back with my eyes looking the other way, which would be pretty normal when someone is coming around from the back. But you know, that is all just metaphorically speaking. I am going to be loving every freaking second of this, and that will be all of it today. Now alright, my master plan is going to go into full effect right away. Right now I am going to make sure that everything is gone right when he gets back home. Although I have not seen the guy ever since I got here, but still I am hoping that I will never actually have to use this.